Hello everybody and welcome back to another Ches Aviation video today. I'm super excited to have you all back with me here at amazing Newark Airport, where we're going to fly across the coast in the Alaska More to Love A321 all the way to Los Angeles. I am super excited for today's video, and please smash that like button and please hit subscribe so I can continue to make amazing videos like this. Here I am at Terminal B at Newark Airport, where we are going to check into our Alaska Airlines flight today and see what is in store for us on this amazing flight. The Alaska Air check-in computer is super user-friendly and makes checking bags very easy. Before our wait to security, I was able to take a look at my favorite plane, the Bombardier Q400, that was on Porter Airlines heading off to Toronto City Airport. Security was pretty busy today, but luckily I have TSA pre-check, which made it super easy to get through the busy Newark Airport in the rush of summer break here in New York City. There is our A321 today, and I had to make a stop at Starbucks since unfortunately Alaska has no lounge here at Newark. The gate area near B40 where I was about to board was very busy due to Spirit and Alaska having flights both on A321s to LA at the same time. My boarding time was 2:45 and it's now 3, so it's time to get to our gate and get on board our fabulous More to Love plane celebrating the merger between Virgin America and Alaska Airlines. She is a true beauty, ladies and gentlemen, being only 5 years old, and they are right, because they just merged with Virgin America. It does mean more flights, more rewards, and especially more to love. Here is the amazing brand new Alaska Airlines interior that they are beginning to retrofit on all of their planes. It is truly amazing having comfortable Recaro seats with a footrest, a nice literature pocket, and amazing large windows. I had to step into the amazing cockpit, which is truly sleek compared to other Boeing 737s, and truly shows how much more streamlined the Airbus fleet is. Here is our seat today, which comes with a boxed water with cup holders, a nice storage pocket, and of course a power outlet and footrest for our flight. Let's now look into the A321's safety cart. Pretty standard. Soon the safety announcement was made, and we were pushing back on our way to Los Angeles. Today's plane was November 926 Victor Alpha, showing that this plane used to belong to Virgin America before the merger. And of course, I wanted to highlight this post by JSX on April Fool's Day, which is pretty funny. And I got to take one last look at the beautiful Bombardier Q400 before we headed off to Los Angeles. Again, our seats have amazing cup holders, and we are provided with boxed water before takeoff because Alaska is aiming to be the #1 most sustainable airline in the world by 2026. A beautiful Boeing 777 landing in Newark, and I got a look at an Embraer 175 taking off, an A320, and of course, a CRJ 550, which was in my last flight review, about to taxi up to the runway. Newark truly has beautiful views on the descent if you're flying in the morning hours, but sadly, I was not able to see downtown Manhattan today due to us taking off from the opposite runway. These engines on the Airbus A321 are much quieter compared to the very loud engines on the 737-800 that I flew on the beginning of this trip's itinerary. As we take off from Newark, you can see how much the airport has grown in popularity and size over the last few years. because JFK has gotten so much more busy, as there's been a resurgence of travel after COVID. Now, one last look at Newark Airport before we head off on our way to our cruising altitude. I know this is a very odd angle, but here I am demonstrating the very versatile headrest here on Alaska Airlines that can move up, down, and turn in to give you the ultimate sleeping experience on a red-eye and for ultimate comfort just while cruising. The tray table is very large on this A321, yet a little bit skinny. It moves forward and back, and because Alaska Airlines is a bring-your-own-device airline, you have a device holder which you can put an iPad or iPhone on, so you can enjoy a movie while eating or drinking during your flight. Sadly, but the cleaning crew after the last flight did not do the best job, since my seatmate's table was very dirty and there were tons of crumbs inside of the cracks that they could have done better on. Alaska Air loves to brand everything, including their sick bags, and cookie holders, and tray holders, salt, pepper, in-flight magazines, etc. They love to put very funny catchphrases on everything. I took the liberty to buy the $8 Wi-Fi, which was a great price for a coast-to-coast flight, and very fast on today's flight in an A321. I opted for my favorite drink, the Chesy Twist, which of course is either Diet Coke or Coke Zero with a True Lime, True Lemon, or True Grapefruit packet. That came with hand sanitizing wipes. Now time for some Ches ASMR. The fizzy sounds. And of course, the True Lime packet is completely organic and made from real limes. Alaska Air also offers a great selection of these flavor packets, including lemon, lime, and grapefruit. The salted and warmed nuts on our first course was amazing, and I started watching an amazing World War II movie, Devotion, before the main course came out. And I used the hand sanitizing wipe to quickly wipe up the dirty tray table before my main course. Alaska Air has really elevated their dining experience lately, offering meals on flights over 670 miles and all flights between Portland and Seattle to any destination in the US. My meal today was a teriyaki glazed jerk chicken with cilantro lime rice, rough roasted kale, and blistered bell peppers, served with a pomegranate kale salad, and of course some famous Alaska Airlines San Francisco sourdough bread based out of their San Francisco hub. And also for the salad, a creamy yet light parsley cream dressing. Of course with a real napkin and metal cutlery on today's flight. Now enjoy the time lapse of me eating here, and as the average dad would say, I hated my meal. It was absolutely amazing. Here is the first class lavatory, which is very spacious and pretty standard for a classic A321 or Boeing 737 lavatory, with a changing table and a heated sink with, of course, sustainable, also recyclable soap. Our third and final dessert course was served, and of course, a chocolate gooey brownie ice cream. Alaska Air always serves salt and straw ice cream or salt and straw cookies because it is a small business based out of Seattle, which is also where they are based. And I had to mention there were brownie bits in the ice cream. Before our descent into Los Angeles, I had to highlight the most relaxing Alaska Air mood lighting on today's flight. Of course, before descent, they offered a snack basket with potato chips, Pitos, Kind bars, and turkey sticks. I was also offered a final drink before landing into Los Angeles, served with an additional boxed water. The FA was also kind enough to bring me another couple turkey sticks, since they were just so delicious. I headed to the back of the cabin before landing, and Alaska Air offers 30 premium class seats and 150 coach seats. Premium class seats have food and beverages included on your flight, and an additional 4 inches of legroom and an additional 2 inches of recline. The economy bathroom is pretty standard, just a little bit more tight. Now as I walk back to my seat, I'm very impressed on how Alaska Airlines has designed their new A321 and Boeing 737 MAX cabin on all future plane orders. The coach seats and premium economy seats have a device holder so you can eat, work, and watch a movie at the same time using Alaska Air's Wi-Fi on board alaskawifi.com streaming service. The Sierra Nevada mountains and the deserts of Nevada and California offered some beautiful views on our descent into Los Angeles today. And yet again, this was another butter landing done by the amazing pilots at Alaska Airlines. Now it is time to begin our taxi to Terminal 6 here at LAX. We pulled in next to a Horizon Air Embraer 175, which is a rare sight to see here at LAX since these flights are usually operated by SkyWest. Horizon is still to this day my favorite regional carrier in the US. Now before we deboard our aircraft, we have to take one last look into the cockpit. Now, you want to answer the question that was on the thumbnail, is the new first class really more to love? I would say okay. I do prefer the other first class seats, but I do enjoy having the cup holders and a footrest. So, I would definitely fly this again, but I do prefer the old Alaska Air interior, which was much more plush, including a much more Alaskan feel, with the old bulkhead and interior having very subtle Alaskan Eskimo touches that make you really feel like you're flying on Alaska Airlines, and where this feels like you're flying, well, Virgin America. The service and the food has just got even better at Alaska Airlines though. This was a plus of the merger, but I do prefer the old interior over this new one. Now, let's head over to baggage claim so I can head home after this very long day of flying on Alaska Airlines. I want to thank all of you for tuning in today. Please like and subscribe so I can continue to make these amazing videos and share you my next video on a Southwest 737-700. Thank you everybody for 1 year here at Chez Aviation. I can't wait to see you all in the skies.